After the fall of Kabul to the Taliban, Akram found himself stuck in Afghanistan with his wife and 4 young children. What started as a family holiday in his native country turned into a nightmare. He recalls days of anguish and fear before finally being evacuated back to Belgium.
It was very, very dangerous. Shots fired in the air, crowd movements at the airport, all gave us tremendous fears.
Besides obvious security concerns, Akram says the people of Afghanistan fear mostly for their economic well-being, as banks' salaries and money transfers have been severely impacted by the recent events.
The people are very dependent on the financial help sent by the Afghan diaspora all over the world. And today, as you know, the money transfer companies like Western Union have ceased their activity in Afghanistan, so the population is cut from the aid.
Hundreds of thousands of Afghans are still stuck in Afghanistan or seeking international protection in foreign countries. Afghans like Abdul, a native of Kabul who has spent the last decade seeking asylum in Belgium. All his attempts have failed, but he and other undocumented migrants now hope that the situation in Afghanistan will force authorities to reconsider.
It gives us some elements to present and to explain how things are, to explain what the reality is. The Afghans need to be protected by Belgium and also by other EU member states.
Migration authorities in Belgium say that a Taliban regime will not automatically result in a successful claim to asylum, and that the cessation of hostilities could actually make the country safer. The federal government, on the other hand, has temporarily stopped deporting Afghans back to their country, but this could change in the future.
No one is sent back to a region where there is a danger. At this point, Afghanistan is dangerous, so of course there is no one who is being sent back to Afghanistan, and it will always be looked at every day, every week, to know if the situation gets better or not.
NGOs working on migration urge EU governments to grant protection to Afghans in order to avoid trapping them in a limbo situation.
This results in a lawless situation. People would find themselves without the right to stay in the country. They'll be asked to leave the territory, but they will be unable to do so voluntarily and unable to be expelled by the authorities. So they are people who are bound to survive clandestinely and in poverty.
Last year, more than 400,000 Afghans sought asylum in the EU. 10% of them obtained protection.